Hey y'all. Okay, so I have decided over the weekend I can't wait any longer. I'm going to do a big pot of chili for us. And what goes great with chili? Some homemade pimento cheese. So that's what I got here. And I was actually going to wait and make this tomorrow. But I came in, I told y'all me and Belle, we've been outside, we've been doing some yard work, we burned a few things. I come in, got my shower, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and make that pimento cheese because it's better if it sits for a bit. I love pimento cheese whenever I have a big pot of chili, okay? It's so good to do with so many different things. So we're going to run through it real quick. I did a video on this back a long time ago whenever I first started this. So we're just going to run through it real quick. I have all my prep work done, so we should be able to get through this pretty quick, y'all. All right, so in my bowl here, I have, let me turn y'all on around here. I got you crooked. I have 8 ounces of sharp cheddar and 8 ounces of Monterey Jack, okay? Now, you definitely want to shred your own cheese for something like this, okay? So you can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I just really recommend to throw some sharp cheddar in there. That's what really makes it good. Okay, and in our cup here, we're going to, let me get you up here closer now. In our cup here, we're going to go ahead and mix up all of our ingredients in here and then mix it all in our cheese. I just feel like it kind of works out better that way if we kind of mix all this up and then we stir it in our cheese. So what I have here is about 3/4 of a cup of mayo. When we may need to add more, this is just going to be our starting point, okay? 3/4 cup of mayo. Get you down here now. Okay. So, in this little container, I've already measured out a lot of our stuff, y'all. I have about 1 tablespoon of sweet relish. I love to add this in. This is really good, y'all. This is a really good pimento cheese. This is one of those things that I worked on for years. And I feel like I finally got it exactly how I want it to be, okay? So 1 tablespoon of sweet relish. All right, we're going to add in some whipped cream cheese. Now you can do regular cream cheese. I really like to do the whipped because, you know, whenever you put your pimento cheese in the fridge, it's going to kind of harden up if you have the cream cheese in it, but if you use the whipped, it seems like it doesn't harden up as bad, okay? So this is an 8-ounce container. I think we're going to do about 4 ounces or so, give or take. Let's see. That may be more along the lines of 5-6 ounces, but you know, however much you want, but around about 4 ounces, okay? But you can use just the block cream cheese. I've done that many times. I just really like to do the whipped because it doesn't harden up as bad and it makes the pimento cheese a lot easier to spread, okay? So we've got that. And then in our seasons here, I went ahead and measured these out. So because they were all the same. So in this little container, I have 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground mustard. Okay, going in. Okay, here's our seasoning. And then one other seasoning that I do like to add is just a little sprinkle of my Creole. Y'all know that. Now you can do a little pepper jack cheese in this to give it a little bit of spice, but I didn't have any, so I'm gonna do Creole. If I were to use pepper jack cheese, I probably wouldn't put this in there. You could do a little like sprinkle of cayenne. You can really do whatever you want, but I do like to do a little bit of spice. So we're just going to, just a little sprinkle, not too much. And y'all know, we got to our W sauce, and I did a Walmart order today, not realizing, look at this, y'all, I'm almost out of my W sauce. So, and I put this in my chili, so I'm going to have to get some. first before I make my chili, but that's okay. So we're going to do just a little drizzle of this. I'm thinking just maybe I don't know, teaspoon, tablespoon. Just put your little splash in. Not too much, okay? I'm going to wipe my hand off. All right. And then the only last thing to add to this is our pimentos. I just have some pimentos here. Oh goodness, let's get these up. Hang on a minute, y'all. Let me get my little thing out and I'm gonna open these. Okay, y'all, goodness, that took some muscle. All right, so I have my 1 tablespoon measuring thing here, and let's see. I don't really like to get any of that juice in there, and I don't love a ton of pimentos in mine. You can, I think, is an optional deal. You can add however many you want. So that's about 1 tablespoon that we're at right there, and I think I'm gonna do 1 more. Okay. So I think we're going to do, and that seems to be like a heaping tablespoon. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. I'm going to mix this up, and we may even add a little bit more. Oh no, we don't want to lose any of them. Let's see, we're going to have to be a little bit easy because we got that W sauce in there. We got quite a bit of liquid. All right, let's mix this around. Now, this don't look good at all here in this cup, but it is going to be good in our pimento cheese, okay? So I just like to do this because I feel like it kind of helps get everything incorporated really good before we try to mix it up with all that cheese. And like I said, I love to grate my cheese up ahead of time and just kind of let it sit out, get room temperature. That way it all kind of mixes up and incorporates a little bit better. Okay, so now we're going to put all of our good stuff down in here. Yeah, you can really tell a difference using that whipped cream cheese versus the regular cream cheese. But like I said, I've used both. Both will work. It doesn't affect the flavor at all. It just really makes a difference about how you can spread it, and as far as your timing about trying to get it out of the fridge to get it where you can mix it up. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to mix this. I might have to get me another spoon, but we probably will need more pimentos because I can't hardly even see them yet. Let's see. Oh, that look good, y'all. I love a good homemade pimento cheese. I don't love like just a store-bought pimento cheese that much, but I do love a good homemade pimento cheese, if that makes sense. And I do love to have it with chili. It seems like back in the day, pimento cheese and chili was like a thing, and you don't hear of it as much anymore, but it used to really be a combo. The two really went together really well. Okay, I'm definitely going to do a few more pimentos because I can't see them in there enough. Let's see, let's do about maybe another tablespoon. Okay, let's see. I really don't want to get none of that liquid in there. And again, this is optional. You put however many or little you want to put in. And I try to kind of mash a little bit as I'm mixing. You know, just kind of mash some of that cheese up just a little bit. How's that look? Doesn't that look good? That's like some good pimento cheese. Let me turn you on around here. Seems like I kind of got y'all a little crooked tonight. Okay, y'all. Wait just a minute. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get me out a cracker. I'm going to get me a spoon. We're going to do a taste test, see what we need to add or if we need to add anything. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I have my crackers out here, but I think just by looking at it, I think I want to add a little bit more pimentos. So I'm just going to get I thought this little spoon would work so much better than trying to use those measuring spoons. So I'm going to do, it's about a teaspoon. I think I'm going to do 2 of those. And it's not pimento cheese without the pimentos, right? So I think we need a little bit more. Like, I'm not seeing the color as much as I would like, so. And of course, this is one of those dishes, it's better as it sits. That's why I wanted to go ahead and make it tonight. So I probably won't post this until tomorrow or sometime over the weekend. Y'all will be seeing it. All right, let's get us a cracker here and we're gonna try it. Like I said, I love it on some good garlic bread. It is so good, especially with your chili. As like a grilled cheese type deal. So good. Okay. We're also going to be making some of the firecrackers. I bought a whole big thing of the crackers, and we're going to be doing some of the firecrackers. I don't know if you've seen it where I made those before, or maybe you make them, but they are delicious this time of year with your soups and chili, and just as a little snack, they are perfect. All right, y'all, let's try this pimento cheese. That's pretty good. Okay. I feel like it needs something. So let's experiment. Let's see. All right, I think we're going to do a little bit more of our W sauce. Y'all, this is how I do whenever I'm cooking. All right, so a little splash of that, and I'm gonna throw in a little more sprinkle of our Creole, just a little. Okay, let's mix that up and see. And I know all the flavors and everything will enhance, like I said, as it sits. But I wanted a little bit something more right then whenever I first tasted it. So let's try again and see where we're at. Okay. And this is all going to kind of harden up. It's not going to be this thin after it sits in the fridge. And I know y'all know that. Let's see now. Better. Okay. I'm pleased with that. I think that's good. I'll taste it again tomorrow after it has sit overnight. Let me napkin. If I end up adding anything else to it, I will add it in the comments. Y'all always look for that. I've been meaning to tell y'all that. I know some of you probably noticed. Sometimes after I make a dish, I may come back in the comments and, give suggestions or things that I didn't really, explain well in the video, or maybe after a recipe set for a while. Like the other night, I came back in the soup recipe and said, you probably need to use less pasta, because after it expanded a little bit, I realized that I had used too much pasta. So I always want to be honest with y'all and very transparent about, how I think that the recipe is and how good it is and whatnot. So anyway, Y'all just look in the comments after I taste this, after I sit this in the fridge and taste it tomorrow. I may come back and say, hey, I think y'all need to do this, you need to do that, whatever. But for right now, it tastes really good. I'm going to pop this in a Tupperware bowl, put it in the fridge. I am tired. I'm going to get in the bed tonight. But y'all, we're going to make some chili this weekend, and we're going to do some firecrackers. Those firecrackers are amazing. They're so good. And I think we're going to do another one of the pimento cheese, grilled cheese to go with our chili. They are amazing. Okay, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.